What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho back with more Destiny 2, and today is the start of a new season once again. So we're now in Season 13, or Season of the Chosen, and there's a lot of new stuff to get into, so let's jump straight into it. So first of all, we got a new seal or title, and this one is the Season 1 called Chosen. So we have a few secret triumphs for it that aren't revealed yet. And usually those secret ones appear closer toward the end of the season. But we can see some of the initial triumphs for this one, so let's go through some of these real quick. So first one we got is complete all seasonal storyline quests. Next one is unlock all vendor upgrades. Next up is focus tier 3 umbral engrams. And then the one after that is to collect all season of the chosen mods, and there are 6 of them. And then for the next one it says defeat champions in the battlegrounds playlist. And then the last one is to speak with Banshee to begin the Salvager Salvo armament quest. So these are the few triumphs we can see for this seal as of right now. And then moving on, besides the new seasonal seal, we also can upgrade or guild some of the previous titles or seals that we earned. And they did mention this in a previous blog post a few weeks ago. And so these 4 specifically are the ones that you can guild. And it does say that title guilding resets at the end of each season. So basically how this one works is you have to complete the seal normally, and then once you do so, there's going to be a set of extra triumphs that appear. And once you complete these extra ones that you can see here, that is when you will get a gilded version of the seal and title. So that is how this one works, and currently these are the only 4 that you can do this for. So you can do this for the Flawless title from Trials, the Conqueror title from your Grandmaster Nightfalls, and then the Unbroken one from Crucible, and then the final one is the Dredgen title from Gambit. So once you get the regular version of these, again, you can do some extra objectives or triumphs, and that is how you can guild these 4 titles. And then next up we got the new ritual weapon for the season. It is the Salvager Salvo grenade launcher. It is an arc energy weapon, and it's also a lightweight frame grenade launcher. So here are the perks on it. We got quick launch, we got spike grenades, and then for the first perk column we got ambitious assassin or demolitionist. And then we also got Vorpal Weapon or Chain Reaction in the second column. So we got some options in the 2 main perk slots. And again, you can get this weapon by picking up the quest for it from the gunsmith. And then moving on, we got a couple new exotic catalysts as well. So the first one is for the new exotic bow from the season pass, and this one is for the Tiku's divination. And this one, again, once you pick up the exotic from your season pass, you can then go to the gunsmith or banshee once again, and he'll have the quest to get this exotic catalyst as well. So this is the first main exotic catalyst. The other one isn't in the game, or at least I couldn't find it when I looked in the triumph section under exotic catalyst. But the other one is the Heir Apparent, and I found this on the database. So I'm guessing we're going to have access to this one later on in the season. But the Heir Apparent is the exotic machine gun. I believe it came out during the Guardian Games event from last year. And so it doesn't show how we can acquire this, or it doesn't show the source of getting the catalyst, but it does show the perk that you get from the catalyst itself. So the extra perk for this one that you can get from the catalyst says increases the arc shield's durability and partially reloads the magazine if it is destroyed. So pretty interesting addition to this exotic. It looks like it's going to give you more survivability because the arc shield is going to be more durable, probably give you more resilience, and it's going to last longer. And so that sounds really cool. I always thought the concept of this exotic was pretty cool when it first came out. But right now it doesn't show how we can acquire it or when it's going to come out. But I did find this one in the database. So this is the other new exotic catalyst. And then there's also some old exotic catalysts that have new sources now. So some of the exotic catalysts that were tied to some of the planets that got vaulted at the beginning of Beyond Light, now they came back in this season and they have new sources. So for example, stuff like Sleeper Simulant, Telesto, the Legend of Acrius Shotgun, those for example all have new sources. So if we take a look at the exotic catalyst section, like now for this one, for the Acrius, it says found in Nightfall Ordeal playlist strikes. And then for Sleeper Simulant, it says the same thing, and now found in Nightfall the Ordeal playlist strikes. And then for like Telesto, it says found in Lost Sectors on Legend or Master difficulty. So all of these have new sources, and if you're like me and you missed out on some of these exotic catalysts, you can now acquire them from these new sources since they were affected by the vaulting. And then lastly, we're going to look at some of the new exotics from this season as well. So first off, we got the new season pass exotic weapon, and this one is the new exotic bow. It is an energy weapon, it has solar damage on it, and it is called the Tiku's Divination. And so the main perk on this one says Sacred Flame. Hip firing this weapon fires multiple tracking projectiles. Targets marked by these projectiles explode upon death or when struck by another Sacred Flame's explosion. And then the other main perk on it is Causality Arrows, and it says arrows fired while aiming down sights cause Sacred Flames to instantly detonate. Precision hits with perfectly drawn arrows increase the power of this detonation. So not sure how good this one is going to be yet, but I do like the design on this exotic. I think it looks pretty cool. And then next up we got 3 new exotic armor pieces, one for each class, and I believe they are all 3 chest pieces. So starting off with the Titan, we have the Curious of the Falling Star, and the main perk on this one says greatly increases your Thunder Crash impact damage. Gain an overshield that lasts longer the farther you travel before striking a target. So pretty interesting perk. It gives you a buff to your damage on the Thunder Crash super, so kind of want to try this one out to see how good it ends up being. Moving on to the Hunter exotic chest piece, this one is the Omni Oculus, and it says you gain a second smoke bomb charge and have damage resistance while invisible. When you make an ally invisible, they gain damage resistance while invisible, and you gain melee energy. So this one's all around your smoke bomb. And then lastly, we got the Warlock exotic, and this one is the Mantle of Battle Harmony, and this one's perk says takedowns with weapons that have a damage type matching your subclass element grant you super energy. While your super energy is full, you instead gain a temporary bonus to weapon damage of the type matching your subclass element. So pretty interesting one. This one is generic. It is not tied to a specific subclass like the other 2 ones. So I kind of want to get some of these new exotics and try them out and see how good they end up being. But anyways, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!